Back Road Ministry, the world premiere, coming live and direct from the Kia Optimus Studios. What more can we say, as we have been talking for a while about the last days of Trump and the scripting of the end for Donald Trump, which we saw in a day with 25 numerology. Remember, we talked about the numbers of impeachment being 25, 49, the number for pi in Revelation, 69 is pi. Saw a lot of numbers in numerology yesterday that all correlated with why this meeting with Russia took place yesterday, and the reason for Trump now bowing down to his Russian handlers as ordered by the elite. So this is the second bow down he did in a 2-week period. Remember, he had to go to Britain, which he went to do to kiss the ring of the Queen. That's why he had to go to Britain, to see the Queen and kiss the ring. He had to bow down. But yesterday, the scripting of the return to the Cold War, America turns on its allies, Trump scripted to turn on his allies, joins the Russians yesterday, and this has been kind of building for a long period of time, the way the script has been going, and the narrative comes to a close yesterday with Trump finally kissing the ring of Putin in front of everybody, the same man who he says he really didn't have any form of relationship with. Remember now, Putin's wife, Trump's wife is Russian. Everybody needs to remember that. That is her ethnicity. So we know he wasn't going to betray anything that has to do with the Russians, because she is a part of the Russian bloodline. So we see yesterday Trump kissing the hand of Putin, kissing the ring, bowing down on national TV, and making Americans look like idiots, making Americans look like chumps, making Americans look like pussies, making Americans look like Russians. And this has been the script the whole time. How dumb can you be is pretty much should have been the headline for the script. When you voted for this man or were convinced that he could lead your country, what did you think you were going to get except for a TV show? And this is all part of the script that the elite has been running. Trump's main job is to destabilize the economy, doing that through trade with all these tariffs, and now doing that by bowing down to the Russians, knowing that that would pretty much piss off all our allies. Nobody really trusts the Russians, and now Trump gets into bed with them. So, and he gets into bed with them at a time when they're under investigation for all this crappy crap with the election, when we all know wasn't nobody gonna vote for Hillary anyway. So this is the new script. This is a new script. Now everybody will pretty much turn on Trump. Now we need to watch two scenarios. Is there going to be an impeachment? I heard today on Morning Joe, they're going back to the talk of the mental health issue. Now let me tell you what this stems from. For those who are studies of history and studies of the Bavarians and the Bavarian Illuminati, the last true leader of the Bavarians, or one of the truest leaders, someone who really was influential in the gaining of ritual for the Bavarian Illuminati, was Ludwig II. Remember, Ludwig II is responsible for building a lot of the castles that you see in Bavaria. He brought the arts back. That's why Hitler was so much into the arts. He had went from Austria to Bavaria just to see some of the artwork, the beauty of the things that Ludwig had brought back. But Ludwig was very deep into the Bavarian Illuminati and the practices of the French. A lot of the French Masonic rituals, where they would wear masks and you couldn't speak to him if you didn't have a mask on, and the sex rituals. When he was a homosexual, so there was a lot of the homosexual sex rituals at that time. Not homosexuality, but that was what was going on. So you see this French impact and French influence at that time with Ludwig, and it was a fear of the Bavarians that Ludwig was spending all the money, and he was taking the country in a direction they didn't want to be in. So they had to get Ludwig out of power. So what they decided to do to remove him from the head as being the head of the Bavarian Illuminati was to deem him crazy. And if you read the story a little bit the second, they deemed him crazy. They had a psychiatrist go in and pretty much state that Lookwick was crazy and all this other stuff. And they removed him from the monarchy. Remember now, Bavaria really didn't have power, but they were independent all the time. This was the God King state, the Bavarians. So they removed him from power. They get this doctor to sign paperwork that he is mentally ill. Take him to a hospital, mental health hospital, and upon him going to the mental health hospital, him and the doctor are murdered. Both of them are murdered and killed. But they did this because Bavaria had to move on to the next stages. And, you know, down the road, Bavaria would find a way to regain power. Remember, half of West Germany that the Americans got was that big chunk of Bavaria. And the Bavarian Illuminati, after World War II, got their territories back, all due to Hitler. Hitler was nothing but their puppet. So we see this same little, you know, idea of, okay, so we'll say that he's crazy so we can get him out of office. And that might be some of the rhetoric that they utilize to see if they can get Trump out of office for this impeachment piece. He's went crazy. He's bowing down to the Russians. Oh, he's lost his mind. I heard a guy talking about he got dementia. And Donald Trump's not crazy. This is just part of the script. Part of the script to further kind of isolate America and push us so far away from everybody else that we're going to have to bow down to the one world economy just to survive in a couple of years. And that's, you know, that's kind of the hard line that they're taking with America. So this is where we headed. Remember now, you voted for this. There's people out there that voted for this foolishness. And when you vote for foolishness, you usually get a foolish result. And so the voting for Donald Trump led to this, led to all the foolishness you see today, led to the total alienation of America. We're now one of the most hated countries in the world. You go out of town right now telling you're American, they talk about you like a dog. And the thing they talk about is, how could you be so stupid to vote for an idiot like Donald Trump? I mean, it just shows the stupidity of Americans. But a lot of our stupidity comes from the idiot box, the TV. We are so caught up in a TV society that we don't pay attention to what we're doing. Everybody knew that Donald Trump has been a rich idiot for years. Why would you vote him in office? It makes no sense. This man is The Apprentice. Every 5 minutes you're fired, slapping butts. And you vote him in office. It just shows the stupidity of Americans. And now you get what you pay for. This is the bottom line. This is the script. You get what you pay for. But they needed somebody to come and destabilize this country. And then somebody comes and puts it back together. And that's the woman saves us. She puts it back together by saying, hey, we can all work together, kumbaya. Let's get a one world economy going. And that's where the one world economy is going to come from. So, you know, for all those that voted for Trump, you're now officially Russians. I mean, you might as well go kiss the ring of Putin as well. Because you're now officially Russians. The Russians are your handlers and your masters. And you can thank your vote for that. Don't vote for foolishness. I didn't vote for neither one of them idiots. Why was I going to do that? I don't vote for stupid people. I mean, I'm not going to waste my vote on stupid people. I vote on elections that matter and change the community and change the state in which I live in. And even with that, you got to watch some of these idiots you vote for. We got a governor in New Jersey that just got voted for, supposed to be working on property taxes. He ain't did a goddamn thing yet. They ain't said nothing about it. So, you know, you got to stop voting for these idiots. These idiots do not have our well-being in mind. You got to get somebody in there at least going to act like he give a damn about you. But Trump, damn, dude. The only thing Trump gives a damn about is Trump. That's it. And what his elite handlers want him to do. Remember, these guys are in the societies. They're in the societies, no matter how you want to look at it. If you're not in the societies and you're not big time in the societies, you have no power or leeway in this game. Trump, Putin, all of them are brothers. All of them are brothers in the society. This is their game. This is the game that they're playing with the masses. End of the day, don't vote for stupid people. That's just it. We have to take over our communities, and we have to take back over our country by being a lot smarter with the people that we choose to lead us. Stop being stupid. Stop letting the idiot box dictate how the world is going to work for you. Don't let these fools continue to make a fool out of you. Mr. Maki, peace and haggery.